Dry coats, also known as three-stage colors, especially in white pearl shades, are very popular all over the world. Achieving great results starts with matching the right color by accurate analyses, preparing spray panels properly, and choosing the right repair process. To begin, it is best practice to use an Acquire RX or an Acquire Plus EFX and read the vehicle as a solid color to find the ground coat color. You may also check the correct ground coat and mid coat using the Spieshecker Permahide High-Tech 3-stage variant chips, or just looking up the paint code. Enter the reading into ColorNet to select the correct color. Once the ground coat has been identified, begin by mixing the ground coat color and the pearl mid coat according to recommended procedures for the solid and effect colors. After your ground coat color and pearl mid coat color have been mixed, it is important to spray a letdown panel. This enables you to check color match against the vehicle and determine the number of pearl coats needed to match factory effect. To properly spray a letdown panel, first apply 1.5 coats of properly mixed ground coat on 3 individual panels. Make sure to achieve hiding. Allow the ground coat to dry. When dry, cover the first 2 panels individually with coated masking paper. Apply a coat of pearl at a 6 to 10 inch, 15 to 25 centimeter distance to the first panel. Do not flash. Immediately remove the masking on the second panel and apply a second coat of pearl to the first and second panel at a 6 to 10 inch, 15 to 25 centimeter distance. Remove the masking on the third panel and, without flash, apply a 10 to 14 inch, 25 to 35 centimeter effect coat of pearl over all panels. Allow the panels to dry. Once dry, apply clear coat to all 3 panels. When dry, compare the letdown panels to the vehicle to determine the number of pearl coats needed. After finishing and comparing the letdown panel, the next step is preparing the repair. Using a white sealer for this step may minimize paint consumption and aid in color match. Once the repair is prepared, the ground coat can be mixed. Dilute 1 part of the ground coat mixture with 1 part Permahide High-Tech Blend-In Additive 1050 or 1051. Then add 5% Permahide High-Tech Hardener 3080 and 10 to 20% reducer by volume, according to humidity in the spray booth. Use this mixture as a blender to blend the full strength color inside. Please be aware of the pot life of color with hardener. Without a wet bed, apply diluted ground coat at a gun distance of 8 to 12 inches, 20 to 30 centimeters, to the furthest point required to make the blend, while still allowing blending room for the pearl mid-coat. Immediately apply the full-strength ground coat color inside of the previously sprayed area. This is mixed 1 part color with 5% Permahide High-Tech Hardener 3080 and 10 to 20% reducer by volume, according to the chart based on humidity and temperature in the spray booth. Apply 1 coat using a 6 to 10 inch, 15 to 25 centimeter gun distance, and staying within the diluted ground coat on the blend panel. Then, if a replacement panel or repair panel exists, apply 1 closed coat and 1 effect coat of full-strength ground coat color to the entire replacement panel, carrying over to the blend panel with the effect coat. Edge the part in between coats as necessary. Check for hiding and apply additional effect coats if necessary. Allow a 2 to 5 minute flash. Then, bake for 10 to 15 minutes at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius. Please note that handheld blowers cannot be directly applied to the repair area during the bake cycle. Once dry and allowed to cool, apply a wet bed of Permahide High-Tech Blend-In Additive 1050 or, in extremely low humidity and high temperatures, 1051 to the entire blend panel in a closed coat at a 4 to 6 inch, 10 to 15 centimeter gun distance using fast gun speed. Permahide Blend-In Additive 1053 can also be added to the blender up to 5%. Do not allow the wet bed to dry. Immediately apply the pearl mid-coat. The mid-coat should be mixed using 1 part mid-coat to 20 to 30% Permahide High-Tech Reducer according to humidity conditions in the spray booth. Spies-Hecker Permahide VE6000 may be added to the pearl midcoat. For example, 25% reducer and 5% VE6000. Apply using 1 or 2 medium wet coats of the pearl midcoat at a 6 to 10 inch, 15 to 25 centimeter gun distance, fading into the blender on the blend panel and then onto the replacement panel. The letdown panel will help you determine the number of coats required. Apply an effect coat of the pearl midcoat using a 10 to 14 inch, 25 to 35 centimeter gun distance, fading into the blend panel and onto the replacement panel. Once dry, apply clear coat. A good way to know if it is ready for clear is to check the temperature of the panel. It should be the same temperature as a similar panel that has not been sprayed. Using these steps, you will achieve great 3-stage repair results.